Welcome in to the 15-minute weather edition on KARE 11 Plus. I'm meteorologist John Ziegler. We had some rain showers this morning, and again, you could see these pockets here from Waconia, Shakopee, down towards Lakeville. The entire metro didn't get it, so what we're going to do at the beginning here is take a look at where the rain was. A little bit unexpected this morning, but in July, when you have rain days, what I've learned is don't ever count mornings out. They always seem to overperform. So that includes Friday morning as well. But I still think today looks like a pretty good day. Let's take a look at some of the accumulation. You can see, look at Shakopee here, 1.2 inches right in the Shakopee area. Now these are very isolated. The coverage of this thing today was probably 30%, 70% of us did not get rain if you're watching across the metro. So I can zoom out and you can see, I mean, maybe it's even less than that. Look at the rain here. How about that one blob that we'll take a look at? This one near Medina, just south of Rogers there. A lot of rain there. St. Cloud, nothing. North Branch, nothing. Forest Lake, nothing. Anything in Wisconsin didn't even get there. So it looks like most of this stayed to the south or to the north, which you will see. First, actually, let's go up to the area who won the game of rain. Brainerd Lakes area, 2.6. in just to the east side of Brainerd. So I'm going to jump off screen here and I'm going to zoom on around what's going on. Look at Brainerd. So you can see Baxter there, obviously a very populated area. You know, the Costco's right here, just north of there near Gull Lake, 2.3. Going up here towards Oaklawn, 2.5. East Brainerd, 2.5. Let's go take a look. The average is a 1, so you can see I'm just pointing out the higher spots. How about Crosby? Crosby picked up about, let's see, 1.6 in Crosby, Rabbit Lake area. How about Rabbit Lake? A lot of rain up here towards Rabbit Lake. Obviously a busy stretch, 1.2 inches. How about Breezy Point? Pequot Lakes there. Breezy Point out there on Pelican picking up 1.2 inches. We'll get over here towards, Pequot Lakes, about 1.6 in Pequot Lakes. And Nisswa. How much rain fell in Nisswa here? Nisswa did not pick up as much, about 0.2. Cross Lake, same deal. Emily, a little bit lower amounts here. Cross Lake, you'll see this come up here in a second. 0.7 in Cross Lake. As we go to Emily, a little bit less at 0.3. The average in the Cross Lake Breezy Point area, 0.7. So most of you picked up about 3/4 of an inch. Coming up here towards, there's Emily, Highway 6 coming up here to Thunder Lake. There's Raymer up there. Boy Lake area. Boy Lake, yeah, picking up quite a bit up there as well. That was the bullseye. A lot of the rain just falling across Brainerd Lake. So let's go down into the Twin Cities now. Areas around Plymouth. Look at that one in Corcoran. How about that? That's a downpour in Corcoran. Picking up 3.2 inches. My goodness. Corcoran, a lot of rain there. See how crazy this is? Maple Grove actually saw very little. Stretching down here, St. Louis Park picking up quite a bit. Just south of the station here. Station picked up almost nothing, and that's us here, right? 55, we picked up nothing or very little. But downtown St. Louis Park, you guys picked up 2.5 inches of rain. Very hit or miss. If you had the hit on the thunderstorm, you got a lot. How about Edina? Edina picking up 1.4, a little bit less. Looks like the bullseye was actually in St. Louis Park. Bloomington, how much rain did Bloomington see here? We could see Bloomington picked up 0.4 inches of rain. And then a couple other spots here. Shakopee, one of the, looks like downtown Shakopee, picking up quite a bit of rain there just south of Chaska, 1.2. And I know parts of Chaska did pick up quite a bit. See how random it is. Like Victoria didn't see much, but Waconia picked up. Let's see what Waconia got. 0.7, 3/4 of an inch in Waconia. And then we did have quite a bit of rain down here south. You can see a lot of rain fell on the farmers down there, about an inch of rain. So that was the rain totals from this morning. We still aren't completely done with it here, but things have started to subside a little bit. Here's radar at noon. So you can see the radar at noon. Still a little bit out here from St. Cloud, Alexandria. Isolated stuff still falling. If there's going to be anything that falls this afternoon, the boundary should start to shift. Now, Alexandria, Wilmer, Marshall, Bemidji area, sunshine's going to be breaking out. That sun will be taking over west to east. These cells are going to be possible around 2 to 4. It looks like it's mainly down in Red Wing, maybe Treasure Island spot. See some rain down in Treasure Island here as we go into the afternoon. And then we continue on. Now, as we go past 2 o'clock to 3 or 4, you see the spot that wants to thunderstorm today. So I do think that areas down towards Red Wing at 5 have the best chance. But most of the state during the evening looks great. As we go into the nighttime hours, looks pretty quiet. If there's going to be isolated thunderstorms, Hayward could see some storms. La Crosse, you get the idea. The boundary starts here where it is now, and it's just slowly moving today off towards the Wisconsin stretch. So that's going to be today. As we get into the late night hours, pretty quiet. Maybe some thunderstorms continuing down here on I-90, but for the most part, tonight looks pretty quiet. Now, the moisture is starting to climb. Dew points started this morning at 60. Now they're at 66. And this moisture increase is actually a big reason why we did pick up some of these waves of rain here this morning. Wilmer 68, Mankato 68. So as we go into the afternoon, you got those thunderstorms possible through noon, but they're very isolated. Afternoon, we should break out the sunshine at 4 and have a good day. It's going to be a little steamy out there. Winds are going to be at around 9, 10 miles per hour and turning a little bit out of the southeast by this evening. We'll drop into the 70s. So pretty seasonal day. Again, having that high moisture content here holds us down. I got us around 83 to 85. Temperatures are starting to warm. Why would they be warmer out west? Well, you're going to see more sunshine out west today in Ortonville. More sunshine in Moorhead. And same with Thief River Falls. There is a chance for storms tonight into tomorrow morning, but that chance is about 30%. So now we're getting into Friday. Now Friday is different than today. Today you get all these outflow boundaries. What is an outflow boundary? Well, it's a dying thunderstorm from the night before, and you're just like, you have no idea where the storms are going to develop. It's terrible. Very hard to forecast. Tomorrow morning we could do that. But by Friday night, there's going to be a traditional cold front. So what does that mean? Well, it gives us an actual focus point for thunderstorms, and that's going to be the second half of the day on Friday. So we did issue a KARE 11 weather impact alert for Friday. This is mainly during the evening hours. If I was being specific, I think 4 to 10 p.m. This is for thunderstorms and downpours, but you can't rule out a chance of rain in the morning. If it rained this morning, it could rain tomorrow morning. But if you're camping or something like that, especially during the evening, you got to be prepared for this. You know, make sure to have some way to get alerts. We're not talking about widespread severe weather, but this to me looks like a mainly impactful to plans. It does look like if you're in the evening on Friday, I'm thinking about the Twins game, there is going to be a chance for some of those storms. So let's go into Friday a little bit. Now this model is it's our HRRR model. It didn't do the greatest job this morning, but you got to stick with what you know. So this is 3 in the morning. Now I could show you, in fact I will show you 2 models. So I'll show you the HRRR and then I'll show you the Euro to give you an idea. It'll take me a little second, but I can put it in there. So this thinks there's going to be storms to the south. Remember this image tomorrow morning at 3 in the morning. This keeps a lot of this down to Rochester. Now, this also gives us a very large break in the rain. Now, that makes sense to me that 1 o'clock we're going to see a large gap. So if you've got plans tomorrow from 10 a.m., kind of like today, you know, that 11 a.m. stretch today to 5 p.m., that's a good stretch. Same with tomorrow. Middle of the day looks really good. Then we're going to start seeing thunderstorms develop on that boundary. So here they are at 4 o'clock, Ortonville, Alexandria, Bemidji. I do believe this. You see this at 6 o'clock. Storms are lining up here across the state from Brainerd to Wilmer down towards Redwood Falls. Then this continues in. But notice one thing about 9, it weakened. So you could see the Twin Cities. Obviously, we got that Nelly concert going on. If you guys are trying to get some info on that, here's what I would prepare for if I was going to the target field. I would prepare for probably a dry start to the game, a chance for a passing thunderstorm, and then it'll probably just turn into some light showers. So that's what I'm expecting during the game. And then you can see in midnight it already clears. So if you're just going for the concert, it's probably going to be clearing by that time. I bet you they get the concert in. It should be clearing at that moment. So you can see odds have gone down. Okay, our in-house model odds for Friday have gone down. Where's our next day that we're going to be watching? I think it's pretty clear that it's Tuesday. But if you've got plans, I'll show you the European model here in a second. But if you've got plans tomorrow, would I cancel anything under 50%? No. At a 40 or 50% chance during the day, what do? I'm like, all right, it's going to rain for an hour. If I'm golfing, I'm like, all right, guys, you know, we might have a half an hour shower, thunderstorm. We might have to run in and then come back out. It does mess with your day, but it doesn't ruin your day. That's tomorrow. Saturday and Sunday, not going to rain. And I feel great about that. It's a great weekend, and then we'll focus in on Tuesday's chance for rain. So I'll show you. So this is the European model, and I actually think this goes high, and I'll show you the Euro in a different light too. But notice how it gives us that rain in the morning, and then it gives us that evening rain. How much does it give us in the evening? 0.1. It really doesn't give us that much rain. So I'm going to pull up. I'll change the microcast. So I just got to go in here, and all I'm going to do is put the European model in. Give me 10 seconds. I can change the model on live TV. So we'll go Euro. We're going to take off the her, and we're going to put the Euro in, and we're going to save it, and we're going to show you what this looks like. So again, you got to remember that this model is a little blobby. It's a little blobby, but it still gives you something accurate. Now, there's decent agreement here, which is kind of new. Remember at 3 o'clock in the morning we showed you this activity? It does look like it wants to stay down there. Notice that the Euro has storms in northern Minnesota late tonight through tomorrow morning. The her does not. And then it kind of blows that one down through the south throughout the morning. So it's like, ugh. The European model did a better job, I think, with this morning. So I do think we need to talk about a chance of rain Friday morning. It's definitely possible during the morning. But if I showed you that her again, which I just saved over it, it had nothing in the middle of the day. Now, I do expect, now the one thing the models both agree on here is that there's dry time, right? From really noon to 4:50 or 5 p.m., there's dry time. So notice it looks blobby, but trust me, the light green is pretty much dry in the Euro's eyes because it's not as high resolution model. It's lower resolution model, so it kind of blobs out. I'll understand. So my confidence, I'm looking for overlap. These are my two favorite models. So they both agree from noon to 5 p.m. that it's dry. Make plans. Get outside. Noon to 5 Friday? Good. You are good. I do not see rain tomorrow. So don't sit here. I'm going to scold you. No, I don't want to scold you. But if it's 2 p.m., they'll be like, hey, they said it would rain. I don't think it's going to rain at 2, right? I don't think it's going to rain at 1. I don't think it's going to rain at 2. I don't think it's going to rain at 3. I don't think it's going to rain at 4. It might, and maybe I'm wrong, but this is what I believe. And all percentages. I tell you the percentage, you do the gambling, right? It's like I could teach you to play blackjack, but you got to play blackjack. So this has better chances here during the evening, but it doesn't go that much. And the reason why the European model doesn't go as gung-ho on the second round, why would that be? Because it has a lot more rain in the morning. So this is what we call a conditional threat. What is a conditional day? Today's a conditional day. What does that mean? That means that there's uncertainty in the models, and we know that if the model that wins out with the rain in the morning, then that model will be right in the afternoon. So the European model goes less evening rain. If we don't get the rain in the morning, you're probably looking at that more of that squall line type deal that the her is saying. So there's two types of scenarios. What do we know? We know it's going to storm tomorrow or rain, kind of like this morning. We know that. Tomorrow looks similar to today. Just a better chance in the second half of the day, Friday. We don't know this. I don't care. Listen, you can have your hunch, and my hunch is that we'll see morning rain, but the hunch is a hunch, right? You got to take it with a grain of salt. So let's finish this out. You can see one, we still expect that dry time, and then storms will come in Friday evening from 4 to 10, and then it clears. Both models agree the clearing is around 10 p.m. So you go with what you know. Models are dry from noon to 4, chance for storms 5 to 9, clearing after 10. And then Saturday is phenomenal. If you guys want to look at this again, you can see Monday night, Tuesday night. That's where I'd watch out for storms. But if you've watched me in the past, when I talked about these days, 4 days out, what was I saying? Skeptical, be skeptical. What do models do when they're 4 or 5 days out? Overdo precipitation. Always. Okay? Because if you trusted the models long range, you'd cancel every single plan known to man in July. That's just not how July works. So scattered thunderstorms, not a washout. Actually a pretty solid day. Today we get those isolated storms. We talked about that mainly in Red Wing. And then as we go to Saturday and Sunday, this looks like a great weekend. Not only does it look like it, we know it is. I promise. Saturday afternoon, Saturday evening is a gem. Phenomenal. Get outside, enjoy it. Again, you can come find me with pitchforks if Saturday it rains. I don't think and I'm talking about the afternoon and evening. That looks like a really great period of weather. Hopefully you enjoy the weekend. Thank you for nerding out with us, and I really hope you guys have a great day.